What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Today we will be playing both legs against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. If you see in the top, we've got a couple injuries for this game, a couple big players that are going to be out. Bruno Fernandes twisted his ankle, he's out for a little bit, a couple weeks. Anthony Martial pulled his calf muscle, he's out for about another week. So, fortunately, we have three good strikers, counting Anthony Martial, so we should be all right at striker. We've got Greenwood, we've got Rashford. Cavani's in pretty good form, so we should be okay at striker, but Bruno Fernandes is a huge miss. He's been very good for us this season. I feel like the team is gone as Bruno Fernandes is gone. If he's playing well, we're playing well. If he's not there or if he's not playing well, we're not doing very well, and that kind of matches itself with the schedule, how we've been playing. We played Wolves since we were last with you against Arsenal and Man City. We played Wolves. We drew with them 1-1, but we beat them on penalties in the FA Cup semifinal. It was not convincing. Our only goal was an own goal, which is going to be kind of a theme here. We were not very good. If you look at the match stats, we were not the better team. We just simply were not good at all. We got absolutely handled. I switched to the 4-2-3-1 late, and it didn't seem to do anything. So, Bruno Fernandes also missed a penalty that would have won us the game, so that was awesome. I really loved that. So, like I said, the team goes with how Bruno Fernandes goes. Bruno didn't have a good game. He missed a penalty, and we were awful. We then played Chelsea, and we were actually really good. Like, Rashford got a hat trick. That was the game Martial got injured in. Rashford got a hat trick. He was amazing. Luke Shaw actually had an amazing game. But we didn't have Bruno Fernandes for this game, but we still looked good. Fred came in and played decently in his stead. Paul Pogba had a decent game. It was mostly just the Marcus Rashford game, though. One of them was a penalty, but he played really well, and we were very good defensively. I was worried about Chelsea going into that match, and we played really well. The one team I wasn't worried about was Sheffield United, who were bottom of the league and still are bottom of the league. And we were absolutely terrible. We drew with the worst team in the Premier League as the best team in the Premier League. 1-1, with our only goal being an own goal. We did not have Bruno Fernandes, obviously, and our forwards, we rotated a little bit. We started Cavani and Diallo because it's the worst team in the Premier League. We did bring in Rashford and Greenwood, and they did absolutely nothing. So, yeah, we're just awful going forwards that game. We were the better team. If you look at the match stats, we were still the better team. Like, they had 2 shots on target, 0.2 XG, and they scored a goal. Like, we were very unfortunate to draw that game. We should have won it. But 16 shots, only put 6 on target. Our strikers were absolutely awful. Absolutely awful performance. Hopefully we don't see that again against Atletico Madrid. Hopefully see more of what we saw in the Chelsea match. A hat trick from Rashford would be nice, especially away from home, which is where we start first. So let's get right into that. Away leg against Atletico Madrid. It's going to be tough. You see our team. This is pretty much what I think our strongest squad is, except for no Bruno Fernandes, obviously. And a little bit of question among the front two, who our strongest 1-2 is up top. Right now, we don't really have a choice. We got to go with Rashford and Greenwood. I'm not going to start Cavani. Well, I said he's been in good form, but recently his form has not been good. He was in good form. He's in good form on the season, but recently he has not been good. He's not had a good game in a while, but we're starting Luke Shaw. He's been in amazing form. Fred gets the start over Van de Beek. They're pretty equally not doing much. Like, neither of them has really done much recently, but Fred has done just a little bit more. I trust Fred more, I think. If he isn't performing, Van de Beek will come in very quickly for him. So I've got the option there. And this is, I think, is our strongest back line. Bailly at the central defender on cover. Maguire and McTominay. McTominay still in pretty good form. Maguire has completely fallen off. He's been awful. I'm actually going to talk to him about it. I'm going to warn him about his recent form. I'm going to say, your form has been declining recently. Try to pick yourselves up in the next few matches. He cannot argue with that because he has been terrible. What was the last game? He was 6.5. He did have a good game before that. I think he got a goal. But other than that, he's been distinctly average to below average. Camavinga has not been very good either. I'm still considering bringing in a first team caliber deep line playmaker next season because Camavinga is just not there yet. Someone to give Camavinga time to work back into the system, time to grow, time to become the monster we know he can be. He's nowhere near his final form. I've seen him fully developed, and he's ridiculous. So we need him to get to that level, but he's not there right now. Let's get into the game. See if we can handle Atletico Madrid. See if we can have a better performance than last time. We have more subs. Let's put Phil Jones, Victor Lindelof on the bench, and Sutalo or Moreno. I'll go Sutalo. Load up on center backs. Give me plenty of options. All right, let's get into the game. I'm going to say this is a great opportunity to show all the pundits they've been right to back you up. Give them the faith. Bruno Fernandes misses out due to injury. How much of an absence will he be in this huge match? You cannot replace a player like Bruno, and it's unthinkable to go into a match of this importance without him. You will head into the semifinal without the service of Bruno Fernandes and Anthony Martial. How much more difficult is your task without those two key players? It's a massive blow. Any team would miss players of their caliber, and we are no different. They have been two of our best players this season. Atletico Madrid are in so-so form. They're losing or drawing every other game. So, based on their form, this should be a win. Our form is absolutely awful. 3 draws, a loss, and 1 win in the last 5. That is absolutely horrible for a team that should be winning the league. Who, maybe not should be, based on going into the season, we're probably not favorites to win the league, but based on how the season has gone, we should be winning the league. We had a huge advantage, and we just got sent off. Pogba gets sent off in the first 6 minutes. Great. That is awesome. I am loving this. This is so cool. I love this game. Camavinga's going to go into midfield if it'll let me. I'm going to play him as a deep line playmaker on defend. I'm going to play Fred as a box-to-box midfielder. I'm going to go with this. We need goals, so I'm going to stay with our 2 strikers up top. Usually I would take off a striker, bring on a midfielder, but we need to score away goals. So this is what I'm going to go with. Should still be decent in the middle of the park. Hopefully having the 2 up top. Hopefully they can have a great performance because they'll need it because Paul Pogba got sent off after 6 minutes, which is just fantastic. I'm going to go cautious. I'm going to go long, more direct. What other changes do I make? I think those are the only changes I make. Might drop the line back. I am going to. I'm going to take off the offside trap, drop the line back. All right. Let's see if we can not get destroyed because I don't think we're going to get anything from this game. All we can do is keep it to a minimum. Give us a chance in the second leg, and that's not going to happen because they have scored after 16 minutes. A Luke Shaw own goal. I said he's been playing great. You can't really blame him for that one. He didn't know anything about it. That was pretty unlucky. Hits the post, hits Luke Shaw in the back, goes in. It's just one of those games. Nothing is going right. Looks like we're going to be going out. I don't see us not allowing 3 or 4 goals this first leg. They are absolutely dominating us. I can't even berate the team because it's not their fault. It's Paul Pogba's fault. It is all Paul Pogba's fault. He's an idiot. Got sent off after 6 minutes in the biggest game of the season. Fred makes a good interception here. See if we can spring a counterattack, but we cannot. That is all my hopes lie on. Is us just winning the ball in the midfield and finding one of our 2 strikers. The lumped ball. That's the only chance we have of scoring a goal. So we're not going to do it from normal play. They look like they're going to be on the attack again, though. Hermoso down this left-hand side, but Fred makes another good tackle. Puts it in for McTominay. Look for a ball over the top, but he does not. He's going to dribble it out. Then he finds the ball over the top, but it goes right to Felipe. But we will get the second ball. Camavinga. This is the guy I want finding the passes. He's our deep line playmaker, but he gives the ball away, but he gets it back. Finds the ball over the top for Greenwood. Greenwood, one-on-one with the keeper. Brings it around him and chips the keeper. That is what I had hoped for. A little bit of a counterattack. kind of a counterattack, kind of not, because we had possession, but then we lost it, but then we won it back again. So I'm going to classify as a counterattack. A nice lump the ball over the top. Greenwood using his pace to get onto it, and then is that like a what kind of finish was that? Was that like a kind of a Rabona type finish? That was interesting. It was like the side of his foot, like back heel looking weird finish. I'll take it. That's impressive. It is 1-1. So hopefully they don't score like 2-3 more. I will absolutely take this. Get an away goal. Only allow one goal. Yes, please give me this. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. There's a penalty. So we have been sent off in 6 minutes and given away a penalty in 37 minutes. Absolutely great. This game is going absolutely wonderfully. This is exactly what I hoped for when I was getting into this game. That we would be this absolutely awful. And Suarez is going to score it every single time. It is 2-1 Atletico Madrid. His 29th goal of the season. This is frustrating. We've seen this game on our schedule and be like, yes, I want to screw up that game in every possible way we can. Fred and Pogba got together and like, we are the midfielders. We will screw this game up. We will intentionally lose this game for Manchester United. I'm going to thrash my arm, say I'm far from pleased. I'm going to individually find Paul Pogba's stupid butt. Here he is. I'm going to throw a water bottle at him, say getting sent off so early is unacceptable. I hope he gets knocked out by that. I want it to be a full water bottle. Heck, fill it with concrete and throw it at his head. What an idiot. You can tell I'm a little bit salty, but you can't get sent off in a Champions League semifinal in the first 6 minutes and not expect to be fined every day for the rest of your life. It looks like they're going again, but Maguire heads it out. It's so hard to commentate this game now because I'm just so upset. I'm so mad at this stupid freaking Paul Pogba. We just barely get by without allowing another goal. We blocked the shot. Suarez was offside, so they are absolutely handing us a new one. Yeah, this is only going to get worse. We are not scoring another goal. They're the only team that's going to score a goal in this game, and I think they could easily score 2-3 more. They're that much in control of this game. But Rashford, looking for another counterattack, is through on goal, but he's got a tight angle to shoot from. And there's no way he's ever scoring from that angle, so why is he trying? Put it across. Give Give Mason Greenwood a shot. But no, he goes for the shot, like the selfish man he is. And of course, it's never going in. What do I do? Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka have been absolutely pathetically bad, so they're both coming off. Bring in Tellez, bring in Williams. Camavinga's actually had a good game, which is surprising because he's never really had a good game all season. This is one of his only good games he's ever had for this team. I'm stuck in two minds because I kind of want another goal, but I really don't want to concede another goal. So I'm considering taking off a striker for a midfielder, but I'm also considering not doing that. Taking off Fred. I'm going to take off Fred because he's been awful. Bring on Donnie. I'm still considering taking off a striker for a midfielder, for a defensive midfielder particularly. I don't know. Baez had a bad game. It seems like central defender in a back three has a bad rating no matter who it is, no matter what position you put them as. They just will never ever have a good rating. No matter, you could have Virgil van Dijk there and he won't have a good rating. I don't know what it is about that position. I don't know if I've ever had a player play well from that position. Those are the only changes I'm going to make. I'm not going to take off a striker. I want a goal. I want to see if we can get a counterattack, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. If you would have told me Pogba gets sent off after 6 minutes and we only lose 2-1, I probably would have taken it. We have a chance at home. We'll be without Paul Pogba, but maybe that's a good thing because he's an idiot. And Rashford gives the ball right to Correa. They're looking to try to get a third. Into Torreira, the Arsenal player. I think he's just there on loan, so the current Arsenal player still. Or did he go there permanently? I don't know. They do not get their goal. Suarez heads it over. That's going to be game. 2-1, Atletico Madrid after the first leg. We still have a chance. We have an away goal. If we just sneak a 1-0, we will go through. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we sneak a 1-0 because I don't see us doing anything more than that with the form we're in. Being without Paul Pogba, like I said, might be a good thing. Tella's doing stupid stuff like that. Such a frustrating game. Like, blow the whistle, ref. Camavinga gets it out. I was worried he's going to get sent off too. But no, that should be game. Should have just blown the whistle there. But no, he doesn't. He's going to give them another chance, but Van de Beek will get rid of it, and that has to be the ball. That is ball game. 2-1, Atletico Madrid. Our strikers, again, were pretty bad. Greenwood had a goal, but still only played a 6.8. That is not ideal. Rashford with a 6.6. Camavinga having a good game. That's good, but he's literally the only player that had a good game. De Gea had a good game. I'll give De Gea credit. He kept us in that. Like, they had 12 shots on target, and they only scored 2. I expect us to be doing stuff like that based on what I've seen this season, but I'm going to say I can't fault your performance. It's just one of those days. It's not your fault. Paul Pogba is an idiot. Paul Pogba was sent off today. Do you think that was the turning point in the match? Yes, obviously. What impact will Luis Suarez goal have on your team? They're resilient and they'll bounce back. I might just bench Paul Pogba for Premier League because I really dislike Paul Pogba at this moment. It is West Brom. I shouldn't need Paul Pogba. Really thinking about being smart about it, I should play him because he can't play in the Champions League. So, whatever. We'll be back for Atletico Madrid, second leg. Hopefully we can turn it around and find our way to get through. And we are back on the day of the second leg of the Champions League semifinal against Atletico Madrid. Played West Brom in between, and we were very good. We finally had a good game. Our first good game since Chelsea. 2 bad games in a row, but of all people, Paul Pogba had an absolute blinder. He was ridiculous. He scored 2 goals and got an assist. He was the best player on the pitch by far. Of course, I guess he's trying to make up for his 6th-minute red card. But I don't need that result against West Brom. We should be able to beat West Brom without a ridiculous Paul Pogba. I need those kind of results against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. But he will deny me of those because obviously he's suspended for the second leg. He might as well have been suspended for the first leg because we barely saw him on the pitch. So we're going to be without both of our starting midfielders against Atletico Madrid. It's not ideal. This is the squad we're going to have to go with. McTominay took up a slight knock, so he's going to be out for this game. Martial's still not back. He's out for another 3 days. Bruno Fernandes is out another 5 days to 2 weeks. So going with Lindelof, I had to choose between Tuanzebe and Lindelof. I chose Lindelof. He's been in a little bit better form recently. He's going to start. Bailly in the middle again. Camavinga is going to start a deep line playmaker. He was pretty decent against Atletico Madrid the first game, so hopefully he can keep that up. Telles gets to start at left back because Luke Shaw was absolutely awful against Atletico Madrid. We're going to have to go with Fred and Van de Beek in the middle. We have no choice. It's either that or play under 21s players, Dylan Levitt and Hannibal Mejbri. I'm not going to start them against Atletico Madrid. So we are very weak in the midfield. Rashford and Greenwood up top. Hopefully they can... I'm going to talk to Greenwood because he's been absolutely awful. I'm going to criticize his recent form. So you have to start playing to a higher standard if you want to be in the first team. Do I bench him for Edinson Cavani? I don't think I do. He has 18 goals on the season. He's been good this season. He's a better player than Edinson Cavani. I'm going to trust him, but he will be quickly hooked if he has another poor game. Rashford hopefully can continue the form he had against Chelsea. I haven't seen it recently, but hopefully he can find it out of somewhere. Let's get into the game. See if we can handle Atletico Madrid at home. We're going to start with our more defensive tactic, but if it's not going well, I'll go to the more attacking. And if it's really not going well, I'll go to the 4-2-3-1. I'm going to say, I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we played Atletico Madrid. Go out there and express yourselves. Venge is always the right choice. Whoops. Individuals. I will tell them that I have faith. Given the importance of the upcoming match for the two teams, there is an incredible hunger from the Man United fans to get a positive result. Does the added pressure, given what's at stake, affect you in your preparations at all? Far from it, it's business as usual as far as I'm concerned. But the fact that managers can often crack under the pressure, you seem to handle it pretty well. Can the same be said of Diego Simeone? Uh, I think so, yes. We're both professionals and used to dealing with pressure like this. Diego is a very good manager, and I'm sure his side will be well prepared. How important will David De Gea be to Man United today? I need him to perform, and I'm sure he will. We need to try to not allow any away goals because we are not on a very good footing after that first leg. We do have our one away goal. Hopefully that can be the difference in this tie. I think they're starting Torreira. Other than that, I think they're starting the exact same lineup that played last match. Lindelof with the header. Looks like I made the right choice to start Victor Lindelof because he scores a goal after 4 minutes. A free kick from a very dangerous position, basically a corner. Van de Beek puts it in, and Victor Lindelof heads it home. We are 1-0 up. We are currently going through the way things stand. We would be going through to a Champions League final. Angel Correa is injured, so they have to bring in Yannick Carrasco. Still a good player, so it's not really much of a downgrade there. We have been the better team so far. They don't have a shot yet. Looks like they're going more attacking. I'm going to stay on our defensive tactic. Like I said, we are going through as things stand. There's no reason for me to go attacking here. Need to stay defensive. Hopefully we can catch them on the counterattack while they push men forward. Hopefully their fullbacks get forward and leave their two center backs completely isolated with our two strikers, because I would put money on our two strikers against their center backs all day long. We have a definite pace advantage. We are going to win this ball here with Maguire. Back to De Gea. Doesn't look like it's going to be a counterattack, but hopefully we can build something up and not give the ball away stupidly. You're always worried in that situation you're going to just give the ball away, but we should be good enough on the ball. Nice ball over the top to Rashford, and he gets saved by Oblak. That could have really put us in a good position. But we missed the shot. Nice save by Oblak. Van de Beek with the corner, but he cannot get it headed in this time. Goes back out to Camavinga. I don't think there's going to be any more to this highlight, really. Usually the corner highlight is just the corner, and then everything else like that is filler. But we have another highlight immediately. Harry Maguire gets tackled by João Felix, and they will have a sending off. Atletico Madrid will have a sending off after 35 minutes. We did not handle it very well. Hopefully they don't handle it very well, because we have a chance to really take advantage of that sending off and probably get through to a Champions League final if we can get a few more goals. What a huge change on the tie. They need to score a goal. They haven't had a shot, and now they're down to 10 men. I'm going to say keep going. They're a man down, so we can get a result here. We are in a great position to get to a Champions League final. I'm going to say there's a lot more to come from you. Everyone's motivated. I hope they go out there and do themselves justice. Show that they are better than the 10 men of Atletico Madrid and get us to a Champions League final. They have had to make, I don't know if they've made a sub. They didn't make a sub for João Felix, but they've had to make one sub with Angel Correa, and they have a sending off. Van de Beek with another free kick into Lindelof again, but he heads it just over. Grazes the top of the bar. Lamar with a free kick, looking for De Gea, or not looking for De Gea, but he's looking for his own men in the box, but De Gea finds it. Camavinga is having another great game. If he can perform like this on the big stage, I will not be looking to upgrade him. And that might be another sending off. Jimenez looks like he could be sent off as well. They are down to 9 men. Surely we can't throw this away. A 1-0 lead, an advantage against 9 men. They need a goal to go through. If we score a goal, they can only go to extra time. I'm not going to change anything. My center backs have played decently well. Bailly's been okay. Maguire's been okay. Lindelof has had a good game because he scored the goal, but fullbacks have done all right. Tellez has had a good game. Looks like I made the right decision to start Alex Tellez. Maguire into Alex Tellez. into Camavinga. Good ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Takes the shot, but that is optimistic, especially if you're Wan-Bissaka. He's not the most technically gifted player in the world. Looks like Van de Beek has really stepped up in the lack of our two starting midfielders. I'm going to waste time. This tie should be over. They should not score. They haven't had a shot all game, and now they only have 9 men. We are set up very defensively. I'm going to make a time-wasting sub. I'm going to bring in Amad Diallo because I want the pace. Mason Greenwood has not had a good game, so I'll bring in Amad Diallo. I'm not going to bring in Levitt or Hannibal Mejbri. I'm actually going to bring in Matic for Fred and move Camavinga to Mazzala. Get a little bit more defensive. Matic is much more defensive than Fred. Camavinga, obviously a very defensive central midfielder. Got very good defensive attributes. I'm considering bringing in Luke Shaw. He's more defensive between him and Tellez. But Tellez has had a good game. I don't really want to take him off. I think those are the only changes I'm going to make. Hopefully we can see out the match and make it to a Champions League final. And it looks like that's what we've done. We have won on away goals. And we have gone through to a Champions League final. So we are in an FA Cup final and a Champions League final. And we are in the pole position to win the Premier League in our first season. What a season this has been. I'm going to say we're in the final. Congratulations. You all completely deserve it. I'm delighted for you all. Not many people have predicted the Champions League final place for Man United, so how good does this moment feel? I'm chuffed. We might not have been everyone's favorites, but we had our quiet belief among ourselves that we could challenge, and look at us now. It was a difficult tie, but you managed to snatch the win on away goals. How do you feel? If you look at the performances over 2 legs, we definitely deserved this. We were very good today. They were pretty good at home with our 10 men, but we absolutely dominated them with their 10 men and then their 9 men. We booked a place at the Atatürk Olimpiyat Stadyumu, something like that. So I'm guessing we're in Turkey. Let's see who we're going against. We qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm guessing the other tie hasn't been played yet. When I'm guessing the tie's on the 5th. Let's look. It is between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't want to see the last tie. I want to see when they play. They play on the 5th. So let's advance a day. Let's go through this press conference. The fairy tale continues. You must be delighted to progress further in the competition. I'm pleased we're through, but we can't get ahead of ourselves right now, that's for sure. You managed to guide Man United into the Champions League final. Congratulations. Can you now go on and win it? It'll be very tough. The opposition want this just as much as we do. You prevented Atletico de Madrid from mustering so much as a single shot on target. Does that perhaps show just how dominant we were here? We can be pleased with our defensive performance today for sure. It's not often that our goalkeeper will have very little to do, and I'm sure he's pleased too. Victor Lindelof is a joy to watch when he plays like that. How happy are you with his performance? He's got that in his locker, and it's reassuring as a manager to know we have a player like that. Diego Dallo has been playing very well whilst on loan at Madrid. How do you envisage his long-term development going? He's a fine footballer, and he's doing very well. It's exactly the reason we loaned him out, and we're pleased with his progress. Do you think perhaps he's outgrown Milan and needs a new challenge at this stage? They are AC Milan. I don't think so. We're going to honor the deal. What has your reaction been to some of the criticism leveled at Man United's perceived extreme physicality and unnecessarily aggressive attitude? It's water off a duck's back. I'm not bothered by it, and more importantly, neither are the players. How do you expect your steadfast attitude towards continuing this policy to be received? I hope people recognize that football is all about different ideas and cultures. It'd be boring if we all played the same way. Let's see who wins between Real Madrid and Barcelona, who we're going to be facing in the Champions League final. I believe we're facing Tottenham in the FA Cup final. So that'll be 2 great games. I think we'll probably have to come back for some more league games because this league is definitely not comfortable. We are, I think, what are we, still only 4 points up? Still only 4 points up. So any loss and we will give it away, but this is the result. Real Madrid have beaten Barcelona 3-1 over the 2 legs. So we'll be facing Real Madrid in the Champions League final. So we've got Tottenham in the FA Cup final, Real Madrid in the Champions League final. I will come back for probably Tottenham Leeds, then probably Leicester Real Madrid for the next episode, depending on how the league is looking. But I'll probably be back for Tottenham Leeds unless Everton goes extremely poorly and the Burnley result is extremely important. I might come back for Burnley Tottenham, but we'll see. Thank you all for joining me. If you've made it this far, why don't you go on and like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.